Oh my
You
god.
have the tail, don't right? You have tail hidden in your pants. No, it's a no. They are. I'm surprised people aren't like, hey, look, Barack Obama. He visited. It's a
No,
Barack.
I don't think they get TV in Croatia.
Oh
But
no, they got TV here. They got like two fucking channels. That's about it. But
oh
no,
damn.
actually, there's a lot of people here who have learned to speak English because it is crazy how now for all this talk about American tourists and
Right.
how we might perceive that Americans might be a nuisance to people when we go to their countries.
Hmm.
These kids who are coming up today, like people who I would say are who are under 50,
Hmm.
they've grown up on a lot of American television, and I keep hearing people everywhere say, "I grew up watching Cartoon Network." They grew up with stuff that doesn't have subtitles, and most of it comes, a lot of it comes from America. So these kids end up speaking English, and
Yeah.
just because they watch a lot of American television.
And that's bad that we have Telemundo here and we can't speak a lick of fucking Spanish. Isn't that
We
sad?
have Telemundo here, and we can't. Yeah, we can't speak. We get taught in school. We have Mexicans that live around us,
Yeah.
and we can't.
We still can't learn that shit.
And we still can't learn that shit. No,
¿Por
no,
qué?
no.
¿Por qué? ¿Por qué?
Yeah, all we know is sí and no. You know, that's it. And no is already our word, so it's like what's going
Cerveza.
on?
I know
Yo,
cerveza.
oh yeah, you get drunk in a minute. You know cerveza and baño, so you could throw up after cerveza. I was thinking, you're right, man. I was thinking the same thing. You was, you was so right. It's like we can't. How is that? We can't speak a goddamn word of anything. Barely English we can speak.
Dopey ass Americans.
I have to tell you, I'm not anti-American. I love the country. I can't wait to come back home. I'm now look at this. Already talking like a foreigner. I love the country. No, but
I know
really,
you're already guilty of something.
I know. Yeah, I'm coming over here a conspirator. You know, a saboteur. But
Yeah.
you do come over here and you listen to all these languages that people speak. Like over there, people who they would be geniuses over in America because like in Amsterdam, there are people who speak 2, 3 languages like it's nothing, and they get taught in school, and
Hmm.
they say, yeah, it's no big deal. We just pick it up as we're in school, and then we watch a lot of TV, and we pick up all different kind of languages, and you just sit up there feeling like the dumbest fucking idiot in the world.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we still are.
Yeah, yeah,
We
at least
feel
I
that
am.
way, we feel that way, but we don't do a goddamn thing.
No,
to
no,
stop
proud of
that.
it. It's like shit. I want to speak all those languages. Shit, I
Uh-huh.
barely get
Hey.
by with one.
It ain't my problem.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Most people, unlike us, we're like most people. Like I ain't going over there anyway. What I need to speak that shit for?
I don't get paid to know shit.
Yeah, exactly. Shit, I'm gonna sit up here with my hand in my pants and watch cartoons in English, bitches,
Yeah. I'm ignorant.
and happy about it. Yeah, I was like, I'm ignorant.
It pays not to know.
But man, these
Oh,
no, these people over here, they're very wonderful people. They're here in Croatia, very friendly. Not even the ones that can't speak English, they will go out of their way to help you out. Even the ones that look like they're tired and don't want to deal with you. I mean, they'll be mad. You know, you'll be wanting to walk away. They're like, come, and I'll bring you back. No, this way. You know, and it's like, okay, all right. So people they really do want to help you here, man, and they're glad to have you. One guy was telling me tonight, he's like, look, regardless of what you hear about the country and how tourists might seem like they're pests, we love having the tourists come here, not only to help the economy, but it's just exciting having people here from other countries show up. He's like, you know, Croatia's a small country, and Zagreb is not exactly a huge city. So they're like, for anybody who comes over here to visit, we're grateful. So
Yeah, that's cool. Well, hopefully, maybe someday I'll get to go visit. So
yeah, man, it really one of these days you will, and we're gonna travel together, and we're gonna go see these places because it helps to have people. One, either let you stay at their place.
Mhm.
Two, it can show you a cheap place to stay.
Mhm.
And three, come around and show you around. Even though a lot of times it's good to go out on your own. That's why I like to travel alone because
Mhm.
it's really good to throw yourself in situations where you don't know how you're going to get from point A to point B. And you're just going to have
Right.
to use your wits and your ingenuity to get by. And
Mhm.
once you do, you realize it's not really as hard as I thought it was.
Yeah. No, I actually do. I do enjoy traveling alone, especially when it's straight down the street, because that's usually the only place I can go. Because thanks to your ass, you don't take me nowhere. So people either have to kidnap me, or sneak me out in the middle of the night to go do something. But no, I made my trip to London and Paris, so that was awesome. And but I look forward to going to Amsterdam and Croatia and see we'll see where else we can go from there. Huh?
Oh man, well I'm already trying to get to Japan, and we even talked about doing a road trip for Europe, talking about going from I think starting in Amsterdam and ending up in Morocco or something. I don't know. We were talking about going somewhere.
Damn.
Yeah, having to go through France and all this kind of stuff, and it can be done in a week, and it can be done fairly inexpensive. And we were talking about getting a few Lucky Spill members together. Whoever wants to go, about 10 people, maybe a little bit more. I don't want to overshoot. We said 20, and I don't want to flatter myself, but we said if we get enough people who want to do it, we're going to do a caravan across Europe for about 5 days and just see what happens, and kind of document it and see what we get from it. I kind of get the whole thing on video and all kind of stuff, man. So
I tell you what's gonna happen. They're gonna end up blowing up that goddamn van. See all you motherfuckers. You're gonna think there's some kind of fucking invasion going on. Like, ah! I think it's an alien invasion. Alien, come back with friends. It's going to rape our chickens.
No, they already got satellite missiles directed on our ass and everything. Stop those motherfuckers if they get over here. But no,
technology, Corey. They got slingshots and missiles.
Yeah, they still out there throwing rocks and shit. Yeah, they got 10-year-olds throwing rocks at the van. Hey, get away!
But no, man, it sounds like you're having a blast. But
it's great, man.
Speaking of blast, though, let's get back to Amsterdam real quick because, like I told you, I got that email that was sent today. Okay, and I'm looking at it right now. It's from Uzi Pops.
Okay,
right
Uzi
here.
Pops.
It says right here. Listen to this. Hey, man, has Corey ever smoked weed with you? And this is how it's written. So bear with me.
Oh.
Yeah, it says, "Hey, man, has Corey ever smoked weed with you? Because in Amsterdam, someone fucked him up by asking him if he wanted a space cake. And Corey said yes, without any idea of what it was other than a brownie."
Okay.
That's all
all
got.
right. Man, look, this motherfucker already got an email from him. I know you're talking about. Let me read you my email from him because I got one too. Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about. Check this shit out. He said, "This from Uzi Pops." Yeah, motherfucker. Look, hey, bro. And he wrote this shit crazy on my email too. I thought you were just trying to be pure for the youth of the site. But you really haven't ever experimented with weed and other low drugs? What the fuck, bro? Are you too afraid? Are high and mighty? Or is beer and pussy your only cup of tea?
That's awesome. Oh my god. Here, hold
You
on
son
real
of a
quick.
bitch.
I'm about to write that on my spill page. Is beer and pussy your only cup of tea? That's genius. I'm gonna put it on my page right now. Oh wow,
Man, you son of a bitch. Let me tell you something, man. I have done weed. Yes, as you say, I have smoked. I have not even experimented with weed. I smoke weed occasionally, and I don't do it a lot because I don't encourage people to do weed because it makes you lazy. At least it does with me. And I can see how people can become potheads and don't want to do shit all day. It's like I can't do this. If I'm in an environment where it's a party or something's going on, I might partake a little bit, and then I have to be done for the night, and I have to get ready to be to sit down for a little while and not drink anything. Might even fall asleep. So I don't recommend people do a lot of weed. I'm still not against making it legal, but I'm just saying, just like with anything, it's just like with drinking or anything. You got to be responsible with it. And as we know, we're not always all responsible with it. But yes, it's not that I haven't experimented with weed. Yeah, I smoke weed all the time. I mean, when I say all the time, like about once or twice a year. But do it when the time calls for it. Yeah.
Which is whenever you're in the room with a lot of hot chicks.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. So no, kids, I'm not trying to tell you to do it. In fact, if I would tell like anybody, I'd rather tell kids don't smoke cigarettes before they smoke weed, but I'm telling you, don't even smoke weed until you're responsible enough to do it, because it is a drug and it does fuck with your head. I mean, it's not gonna make you go crazy. I mean, it'll mess with you like alcohol will, you know.
I tell people just do what you got to do, but just don't bother me.
Exactly. That's the thing. You know, don't do anything that's going to endanger my life. Let me endanger my own life. All right. You know, I do that well enough on my own. What'd you say? Just don't bother me.
Just don't fucking bother me.
Just leave me alone.
Yeah, I don't care what you do.
Yeah, just get the fuck out.
I don't have to wake up with your ass in the morning. Ain't gonna change what I had for breakfast.
I've always loved that saying of yours. Hey, it's not gonna change what I have for breakfast. So fuck off. But nah, man. Yeah, the thing is with the space cake. I have not had space cake before. Like I say, I'm not a big weed smoker. So I don't know everything that's in the dealings of hash and marijuana, especially with hash. It's like hash is something that you really can't get in America.
Way more potent over there too.
Yeah, and hash is something that'll keep you. It's mellow, man. It's not gonna. It doesn't mess with you like weed. It's real mellow, and it's best that you get it like in a cigarette, because any other form they tell you is not good. And I learned that the hard way. Like of course I've had marijuana brownies, but I've never had space cake before where it was baked with hash, because hash is just not easy to come by in America.
Yeah, and that takes a little bit longer for it to hit you, because you have to digest it, and I guess the THC takes a little bit longer than if you were just to smoke it. But
man, it will mess with you, like that dude in Training Day said, big time, bro. For some people it doesn't. I mean, like the guy that we were with, I mean, he had some. I don't know if I ate more than he did, or if he just had a part of it that wasn't that bad. Because what I had, like, look, I'll tell the story for people who haven't heard. I'll try to make it quick. I'm going to give you the abridged version. If you want to hear the whole version, listen to it on this podcast. It's coming up with me, Noah, and Janik the Krav. Or listen to it on a couple of cold ones. But yeah, basically, we were on a boat, and I was sitting with Paul and this other dude. I don't want to say his name because I don't know if you want. But anyway, we were sitting there.
And he's wanted. Yeah,
he's wanted in 50 states. That's why he's over in Amsterdam, because he was fleeing the country. So they say, hey, you want some space cake? And I'm like, yeah, sure. So I'm eating it. I'm thinking it like when they say space cake, I'm thinking it's a mild version of marijuana brownies. You know, they're just eating it like it's nothing. That's the other thing. It's just like it's so casual that you don't think. It's right out there for everybody to get. Right. So I'm sitting up there chowing down, and I get off the boat after the boat ride, because Noah set up this big boat ride for us. And I'm walking, and all of a sudden I say to myself, because they're having a carnival and there's a ride going on, and I'm about to get on a ride, and just in the back of my head it clicked like, I do not need to get on that. For some reason, I just don't need to ride this. In fact, I need to get away from everybody. I need to have some time to myself. So I walk away, I leave, and I go to this bar just to sit by myself, and I'll have a drink, and I'll be ready to get back with people, because we'll be eating dinner and things will be fine. So I tell them to give me the strongest Belgian ale that they have, which was Duvel. And I've already had space cake, which I'm not even thinking about. I've had a couple of beers, and I'm drinking a strong Belgian ale, all on an empty stomach. Now, as I'm sitting up there drinking, the cake I don't even think about it. Like I don't even remember eating it, because it was so casual. And I'm sitting up there talking to the bartenders, and then this bartender comes over, and she says, so where you from? And I'm talking to her, and all of a sudden I see the background just kind of moving, and I'm hearing myself talk, but I'm having trouble spitting those words out, man. I'm like, I'm from Texas. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Tibba-tabba.
I'm from Tibbity Toobity.
You became Pootie Tang?
Yeah,
You transformed into Pootie Tang. Is that what happened?
I'm from the high file and the pitty tane. I'm the ibby file and the pitty tie. But man, I said that, and I saw her looking at me crazy, and I got all paranoid, and I drank the rest of my Duvel, because I was like, man, I don't know I said, is this the beer doing this to me? I'm still gonna drink it because I bought it, but I was like, is this beer that's making me like this? Because my legs got cold, my head got light, and I felt numb in some parts, and it was a cross between like feeling really good but feeling like really tired and just tingly in that bad way. Like I can't shake this feeling. I got to get it off. So I got up and left the bar. Just like, even they were like, "Hey, thanks a lot, sir." And I was just like, and so I walked out. Yeah, high five on the titty tie. That's what I told him on my way out. Any pound a high five, But I walked out and they had been looking for me the rest of the party because it was all 20 people out there walking around with this fucking carnival. That's another reason why I left. I was like, I can't keep up with this many people. Let Noah handle this. And I get out there, and there's this one guy that I run into, and he says, "Hey, man, we split up into 3 parties, and everybody's looking for you." And he says, it's funny because right when we split up, you showed up. But I'm looking at him while he's talking.